Kenise, you went to film school. Is this correct?
I did.
Do you keep in touch with movies nowadays? Do you have to see everything?
I used to. During the pandemic, it's gotten hard. Like, I had MoviePass and then the AMC version of MoviePass and would go at least once a week. But lately, it's been a lot less than that. I still do love movies, and I have my comfort movies that I just throw on in the background while I'm working because, man, I'm in.
I do too.
Yeah.
I've seen so many things so many times. Oh my God. Rounders, I think I saw 20 times. I don't think I'm exaggerating.
Can you do card tricks?
Quote unquote. Oh no, like I should have learned by now.
Yeah, you should have learned something. I just saw the new superhero movie, Morbius.
I heard a lot about it. What were your thoughts?
Okay, so 16% on Rotten Tomatoes. It beats, in the bad way, the worst Marvel movie review was Eternals at 48%. This is 16%. I was so fucking bored. It's an hour and 40 minutes about. That at 40 minutes, I walked out, and I knew, I have MoviePass too, and I knew someday, and I did, someday I'm going to walk past the theater again, and I'll just pop in for the last hour. That's how I saw it, and nothing new was in that last hour that I didn't see in the first 40 minutes.
You saw it like it was Netflix?
Yes. I watched the way I want to watch, and it was still soul-sucking. This was 2 different days. I had a nap. I was refreshed and recharged, and I only watched the second half. And I'm like, oh God, it's draining my brain and soul and spirit. And I don't think I'm exaggerating.
Wait,
now I heard the 16%. I heard the 16%, so
Yes.
I understand. But I just want to give Kenise a little bit of perspective. He hates most movies. He loves going to the movies. Nobody understands it. He usually comes back with a negative result. But he will go on again. And if you make part 2 of the shit movie that he never liked to begin with, he will see it, and he'll see 3, 4, and 5 as well. Now, that disease has gone down. Like, I don't know if he's taking vitamins or whatever. I think he can cut himself off at like 2 or 3 now. That's where we're at in life.
Good.
But just know, this is who you're talking to.
Okay.
Now,
There's also no superhero movie that I won't see. You know, they usually intertwine them, and I'm like, well, I gotta check it out. You know?
MoviePass went out of business because of him.
Yes. You know what? This is true. MoviePass, the first time they ran it, it kept fucking up. And they would say, you email us your ticket, we'll give you your money back. And they were pretty good at that. And then I would say, still with that, you know, you might get embarrassed on a date or something, but it's still an amazing service. And a major shareholder of MoviePass, the official one, heard me talking about it on the show and said, we got to work something out. We love the way you're saying this. And I'm like, great. Hey, while you're here, I haven't been getting responses to my tickets. I'm like, oh, just send me the tickets. I'll take care of it right now. I sent him 40 fucking tickets. It was my retirement. He gave it all back and ran out of business.
Oh my God.
I'm not saying it was me, but it wasn't not me.
I mean, people were using it as a way to go to the bathroom in Manhattan. So
yeah.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah. And it was like, oh, I gotta pee. I'm across the street from the AMC, boop, boop, boop. Or, now I have a place to pee.
Oh, my God.
Or air conditioning, whatever. A place to make out.
Take a nap. Yeah.
I'm an idiot. I'm not a New Yorker. Take away my card. That is ridiculous. And you know why? Because I will hold my fucking pee, and I don't consider this is brilliant. Even if it was $50, $50 a month, I have expressed that I will pay $1 US every time I can pee in a toilet in New York City that is clean and available to me. I will put in that dollar and it'll come out, whatever. I will fucking Apple Pay the shit out of that and pay whatever stupid 3 cents, 4 cents. What's the sense when I have to pay on a credit card? I will do that. I will get a P pass. Like it's a city. Yes, like it's a city bike membership. I will get a P pass if you have that. Thank you.
Yeah, my mom, rest her soul. She would. She
didn't die yet. Did she die and you didn't tell us?
She can't talk or anything, you know. So there would be these bad. It's how I survive. So you had to pay like 10 cents in a lot of these department stores to use the bathroom. Later, they made it a quarter, and she would go out of her way to wedge something to keep the door open for the next person because she knew how unlawful this should be.
Sure, in the country. In New York City?
Yes.
That's different.
Right.
Yeah. And if there are dedicated things, like, yes, your office still has a bathroom. Yes, the movie theater still has a bathroom. But Charmin did this one time. It was like a promo for them. They did it in Times Square. They took just for like a month or two, a temporary thing. It would fall under some event or whatever. And the entire space, and it was a bigger than all 3 of our apartments. And Kenise, I haven't seen your full apartment, guaranteed. And there were 10 or 20, I think 20 stalls. And every time you went into a stall, someone would clean it. There's like 5 or 6 people just cleaning the bathroom after everybody, whether you peed or pooped. They're not even taking inventory. They're not even smelling. They're just doing it. And you just came in and it was just Charmin every. You could take a picture with their stupid bear. It was like an Instagram fucking thing before Instagram. And I was like, please charge me and put these like their Chipotle all over the city and I will get a pass. P-Pass, NYC. You're good with bikes now? I bike all day. Got to pee somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll pay $50 a month. You know what? I always do that. I'll pay $25 a month. Let's start negotiating.
Yeah.
Well, apparently I'm willing to go 50. But do you know why this Charmin thing, why they canceled that? It wasn't just because it was a short promo. The company Scott would come in and just shit all over the place and try to ruin it.
By the way, that's really rude to name your toilet paper Scott. It's already a name.
Right.
That's a name.
Yeah.
Come on.
So Morbius is a doctor, and he has some kind of disease that he can't walk and move too much. So he finds bats.
Is it alopecia?
It's alopecia. Slap. So he takes bat blood. And that of course, that saves him. Okay, so now he has the powers of a bat. He goes, I feel like I'm super powerful. And then he starts flipping all over the place. You know, that's you start jumping real high to figure it out. You know, and he figured it out. And then he goes, oh, and I have some kind of bat radar. And I'm like, okay, so you're moving so fast. How the fuck am I bored, shitless?
Wait, what is your opinion on Jared Leto?
I don't know. I understand he might be a sexual creep, but I don't know. I've heard something. Is that true? Or I don't know.
I've heard it. And then today I saw on Twitter, it's like, no, I've been preparing for a role as a pedophile. But it's like, but you haven't been cast in the role as a pedophile. Like, it said on, like, Yahoo News. Like,
but did he get caught pedophiling? Is he I'm doing my research?
Yeah, like, I think that's what happened because I saw other tweets like, yeah, when I was like as a model, 14, whatever, like he asked several of my friends to go to his hotel room, like a lot of stuff. And then conveniently the day after I see all those posts, like I'm preparing for a role as a pedophile. No one's cast me in it yet, but I've just been preparing for it. And you're like,
huh.
Is that... We're just using that as an excuse now for anything?
Right.
I don't know.
But I tell you what, this movie pissed me off almost as much as this pedophilia shit I'm hearing. Online, they put a scene from the movie. It's the transformation scene where he becomes this vampire. And if you see that for free online, you'd be like, oh my God, there must be so much better stuff they're not even showing because you put the transformation scene for free. There's not. Is a trick so that you can think that. Also in the trailers, Michael Keaton's in it. He was in Spider-Man playing the Vulture. It's like, oh, everybody loves Michael Keaton. He's not really in it. He's in the extra scene going, hey, Morbius, let's work together. He's not really in the movie. That is a lie. That is electric chair worthy.
Boy.
Yeah.
I think 16% on Rotten Tomatoes is electric chair.
I also hate when superheroes fight themselves. So of course somebody else gets the bat blood, and now there's 2 people flying around, and I'm like, okay, but you have the same fucking power. Somebody's gonna get lucky and stab somebody in the heart. Who gives a shit? It's all like you turn into smoke and you fly around, so you're just watching a bunch of smoke for the most part. Once in a while they slow it down so you see a punch or a scratch, but for the most part you're just seeing smoke. Fuck you.
No, and you're saying to have the creativity to create a different superpower so that you can put rules on it and make it work a certain way and fight in a different way. And I'm already seeing this kind of punch. You're
just putting smoke into each other. Red smoke, black smoke, the end. This guy. What is it? I'd like to ask movie directors this. I want to take like a movie 101 course, but I don't care about, I already know about continuity. I don't care about the different kind of lenses. But what is it that you can start watching a movie and know right away it's going to suck because there's no passion? And not necessarily bad acting, you just can tell like nothing's popping at all. It makes me think of, I know this is a weird old reference, but Total Recall I loved as a kid. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sharon Stone. Then they remade it with Colin Farrell and Jessica Biel, and they both are just fine actors, but 5 minutes in I'm like, there's nothing though. What is that? Is it a switch on the camera? I'd be so pissed off. I make a whole movie and then it's like, oh, I made it without passion.
I think that's
not
directing.
The acting. What is it?
I think that's the directing.
Is it the angle of the camera?
I mean, the director gets ultimate say in what all that stuff is. And I think a great cinematographer can make what is not necessarily a compelling performance look much better, and great editing can really add to that. But I think when it comes to movies that completely lack that passion, that's like, who is the person who's responsible for the overall thing? That's on the director, baby. Like, especially when it is two good actors and you're like, so this could have, like, these people have the skills, we know that, but they weren't told to do X, Y, or Z as according to some grand scheme that you have in your head. Like, so there was no grand scheme, just like it's going to be kind of like this. You didn't have the specifics of a vision to make it into that thing. I'm sorry, this is a bad movie.
I could tell. It's weird that I can tell 5 or 10 minutes in, and and then be right because I keep watching, and I'm like, yeah, what is it? You
better be able to tell something about movies at this point.
Thank you.
Holy shit!
I'm a pro.
You put a down payment on something with your refunds. I mean,
Kenda says, hey, Keith thinks he likes movies. I do love the experience, and Kenda's like, why? If most of them suck, but most food isn't fucking amazing. I still go to restaurants. I still like it, but most food sucks.
I know, but it's so fun. The statistics, when just running your statistics, it's just fun. It's just,
right.
How does this add up? And it's an accountant's nightmare. And I love bringing it up.
It's also a reporter because it's my job to report on another superhero movie.
Of course. Yeah.
But that takes up my free time.
What movies do you like?
Casablanca. Beginning and end of good movie list. That's the one.
Okay. Casablanca. All movies that aren't Casablanca are bad. Okay.
Casablanca and Jojo Rabbit.
And The Sixth Sense.
Okay.
And Lost Boys.
Lost Boys.
Yes.
From the 80s.
Yeah.
With
Casablanca is older. I don't know how to break this to you.
Yeah. Don't tell her.
No, more so like with glittery faces. And the vampires hanging upside down or something.
They weren't glittery.
They were glittery. I'll pull up a still right now. Those dudes. That is like, to me, honestly, mentally, a prequel to Twilight with how glitterly, like just glittery those vampires were.
See,
that 80s cocaine glitter look.